Hi, Shido here from Enryu Guild. Today, I'm going to share my High Wizard PvP build. This build is a combination of damage and survivability. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Here's my raw stats without any buffs. I have 10k magic attack while still having decent HP, physical defense, and magic defense. I also have a decent amount of physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction, while still having 165% magic damage and 739 ignore magic defense. Let's talk about the divine armament I'm using for PvP. For the weapon, I still use Curse. This gives us a lot of global cooldown, which allows us to spam our skill. For the armor, I'm using the Power of Dawn set. Most meta jobs are physical, so we want to be more tanky against them. Also, wizards have a passive skill called Elemental Resistance that gives up to 30% resistance against wind, earth, water, and fire elements. That makes us a bit tankier against magic. For the shield, I'm using Shadow Claws. It gives a decent amount of HP, physical damage reduction, and magic damage reduction. Now let's move on to my card setup. For the weapon, I'm using the Hydra and Skeleton Worker combo. For my shield, I'm using Horn and G to be MVP. I got lucky on the last MVP card album and got a GTB. You can use Thera and Horn combo, or a 2 Thera setup. For my armor, I'm using Core Nuchu's card to avoid getting my armor broken by Mastersmiths and Biochemists. You can also use GR card or Creamy Fear card to counter those pesky physical jobs like Sniper, GS, and Paladin. For the cloak, I'm using Teradric Swordsman cards to avoid getting wrecked by Paladin. Baphomet Jr. card is also a good option. I forgot to show it on the video, but for the boots, I'm using Illusion and MVP Moonlight Flower for movement speed. For accessories, I'm using Wraith card for the magic damage percentage. If you have 2 slotted accessories, you can use 3 Wraith cards and 1 Osiris. Or, us use for Wraith cards. For headwear, I'm using 1 Cramp card and 1 Live Bolamai. I'm planning to change the Cramp card to Gearth once I have it. You can also use Pharaoh Illusion if you want more magic damage percentage. I just prefer to be more tanky. For facewear, Goblin Leader Puppet cards are the best option. You can use Rose Ornament if you don't have Goblin Leader Puppet. Doppelganger Puppet cards for mouthwear are the best. For backwear, Baphomet Puppet is the only choice right now. Now let's move on to my enchants. For the enchants, I'm only using what I currently have. I'm using triple Ignore Magic Defense for my headwear. The best choice here is Superior Magic Attack with an Ignore Magic Defense substat. For my facewear and mouthwear, I'm using Improved Physical Defense. You can use Improved Magic Defense if you lack Magic Defense. For armor, I'm using Vitality Boost for more HP. For weapon, Magic Boon with a Magic Attack percentage substat is the best option. For my offhand, I'm using anti-physical damage. You can use Counter Crit if you think you're squishy against critical attackers like Assassin Cross and Gunslinger. For Cloak, I'm using anti-magic damage. Choose whichever damage reduction you're lacking. For my shoes, I also use anti-physical damage. For both accessories, Magic Boon with a magic attack percentage substat is also the best option. I'm using superior magic attack for both backwear and costume. For my mount traits, I initially focused on Brave and Charisma for more firepower, but since we're now at the stage of the game where survivability is a must, I'm now balancing all my mount traits. Same with my mount equipment and barding. My feather setup is like this. I use 4 orange and 1 purple for attack feathers, then 3 orange and a purple for defense. I'm also transitioning my defensive feathers into 4 orange and 1 purple. If you notice, I'm using Justice feathers on my attack feathers. I do this to boost my physical defense and become more tanky. Remember, a dead DPS is equal to no DPS. It's better to be tanky with decent damage than a glass cannon DPS that always dies. You can pause the video if you want to copy my feather setup. For my medals, I'm only balancing them. For my Astra Core, I focus on Lumir and Serpenta. For the defensive Astra Core, I just balance it. Additionally, when using the power of Dawn Divine Armament, every time you use a skill, you gain 10% physical defense and magic defense for 10 seconds, with a 20-second cooldown. This is a great buff, especially for us DPS jobs. I almost forgot about the skill build. Feel free to pause the video if you want to copy my build. For my auto setup, I usually just put sight and energy coat. I manually cast my skills most of the time. And by the way, don't forget to drop all your debuff skills. They contribute a lot during team fights. And that's it. Again, this build works for me. It may or may not work for you, but it's worth giving it a try. Hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more guides. I just started my channel, so it will help a lot if you can subscribe and share this with your friends. Thanks, and peace out.